Attention immigration attorneys, if your intake team is still handling first contact with Spanish leads, then that's the reason your consultations still stay empty and why good cases are slipping through the cracks. Give me 5 minutes and I will walk you through our first contact conversion framework, the same system that we use to turn cold Spanish leads into ready-to-hire high-quality consultations without burning out your staff. And if you want our exact script that we use, go ahead and send me a message or leave a comment and I'll send that right over. And by the way, my name is George, owner of Vortex Media, where we help immigration attorneys create a flow of predictable, high-quality consultations with Spanish speakers ready to hire. Now, here is the problem that I'm seeing in a lot of immigration firms. You think that your intake team should be doing all the follow-up, but the truth is that your intake team is there to close cases, not chase people down. And here's what happens when they try to do both. Calls get missed. Leads slip through the cracks. Follow-up becomes inconsistent. Good cases are lost and your calendar stays empty. You don't have a lead problem. You have a role problem. Now think about it. This is what your intake team has to deal with daily. Answering their main line, handling updates for clients, and managing all client documentation. They have to call leads, email clients, follow up with no-shows, update the CRM, and then on top of that, they still have to chase down cold leads that are never answering their phones. And of course, that just doesn't work because lead chasing requires speed of contact of calling them within the first 5 minutes. Multi-channel follow-ups, so if they don't answer the phone or text, you got to follow up somewhere else. Persistence, emotional engagement, bilingual communication, and zero distractions. Your intake team simply cannot do that while handling active clients. And this is what happens. They call once, maybe they text once, and then they move on. Meanwhile, your best leads are hiring other attorneys who are following up with them consistently. Now, let me introduce to you our first contact conversion framework. In 3 simple steps, I'm going to tell you exactly what we do to turn cold Spanish leads into highly qualified consultations with ready-to-hire people. Step 1, remove your intake from first contact completely. This instantly reduces their stress and skyrockets your efficiency. Instead, let them focus on converting, retaining, serving current clients, and closing new cases. Now, step 2 is to use AI and human agents for all your first contact. Your agents handle instant response, SMS messages, WhatsApp messages, qualification process, and filtering. They're trained on immigration cases. They know what to ask. They speak fluent Spanish, and they get your lead ready to book. Now, step 3 is to only send your intake qualified and verified high-quality leads. Your show-up rates increase and your intake team becomes way more efficient, giving you more ROI on your team. Now, when your intake team only talks to highly qualified, verified, ready to hire, financially capable, the type of cases that you work with and in your local area, your consultations go way up. And in my experience, I've worked with teams where the intake person or people were completely overwhelmed, having to chase down cold leads that just had a random question that could have been answered by Google or ChatGPT. And now, once we installed someone to do the first communication, first touch with the new leads, their intake team is only talking to ready to hire cases, going ahead and closing them, having high percentage of closing rates, and turning new qualifications and new consultations into happy clients. And the reason that our system works is because your intake team should not be doing any qualification, following up, phone calls with new leads, chasing down cold people that only have one question, doing multi-channel follow-ups. What they should be doing is focusing on one thing, turning high-quality consultations into clients. And when you separate the 2 roles between intake and first touch, everything changes. You get more booked consultations, higher show-up rates, better quality cases, less burnout, more predictable revenue, and a happier staff. And that is how a lot of successful firms scale sustainably. And if you have any questions or you would like to see what our script looks like, go ahead and send me a message or leave a comment and I'll send that right over. And this is something that if you plug into your company today, your intake team will thank you and will start closing more clients.